You want to start buying manga but have no idea where to get it for the right price. Well, so we're going to start and I'm going to try and give you a few tips on collecting the manga of your choice. I feel like starting off with just buying manga that you'll be interested in is the best way to start. Like, there's 3 categories. We have buying used manga, buying manga in shops, and buying manga online. What is the best solution? Apart from a few companies that went bust and their series has just been hard to get hold of, like Tokyo Pop series are actually very hard to get hold of. With collecting manga, you'll end up buying loads of volumes and shit that you just don't need, and you'll be like, I'll buy them because it's another manga for my collection. And the price of manga just doesn't generally go up as with other things, you know, after periods of time it won't raise in price. And used manga comes into both online and in some stores. Like, you can go to some stores. So yeah, we're just going to get on with retail. So retail prices are usually the most expensive price for a volume of manga. It is the actual price that is on the back here. And this only has US and Canada. Some of them have English as well. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I don't know if it'll be backwards because I don't know how it works. But that is the price that you will have to pay. That is standard price for manga, and you shouldn't be paying that. Like, if you want to start a manga collection, you really shouldn't be paying that. Like £7-8 in English for one volume of manga is kind of like, it's hard to justify. I find it hard to justify. So if you are going to buy a retail price, omnibuses are the way to go. Omnibuses seem like the best idea if the only way that you can buy manga is in like places like W.H. Smith, Barnes and Noble, and other sort of your close retailers that would sell manga. Another thing to do is to wait for sales. When sales happen in shops, like there is this one shop, it's like a chain of shops in the UK, it's called Forbidden Planet. They usually have really good sales on manga. Like, they are brilliant for manga. It's like 3 for 2 most of the series. They usually, it's like One Piece, Bleach and Naruto, so you can get like 3 for 2 on One Piece volumes. Check out their website. I don't know if they do I don't know if they get it everywhere. And they play places like Right Stuff. I don't know if that's a I know that's a website, but I don't know if that is a shop as well. I have no idea if that's like an actual thing. So I would suggest buying either omnibuses or waiting for sales, because I bought all my fairy tale stuff. I have about 10 volumes, 11 volumes. I spent like 80 quid on them, and I paid like retail price, because there's some series online that will still cost retail price, and it's just really hard to get hold of. And I really should have done that. I should have waited and bought a box set of something, because you can buy a box set for about 80 quid anyway. Move on to the buying stuff online. So I have a few websites that you could go to. Bookdepository.com is actually a really, really good one. I think another anime YouTuber does like his referral link through Book Depository, and it's just really good, except for the packaging wasn't great when I bought my volume, and they're usually like a couple of quid cheaper. This is mainly for the UK. Amazon is like brilliant. Amazon is like, it's just good for buying shit online as well. Like, if you have the money and you could get it, like, buy an Amazon gift card for your birthday, buy an Amazon gift card, I don't know, for Christmas, wait until you can get like a bank account and then use that to buy stuff off Amazon. Amazon is just a brilliant website for that kind of thing. Okay, so now we move on to the third and final thing that I wanted to talk about: buying used manga. Going into shops, checking the manga that you're buying used is decent quality, because we don't want shit quality. It's like, we don't want manga that's falling apart on your shelf, do you? So buying used manga, it can also be beneficial, because sometimes like you can find really good used manga. Like, it's used, but it's like brand new used. Like, it's only like, sometimes people buy manga, they don't even read it, and then they just sell it off. I know other websites like eBay. The problem with eBay is you need to make sure that it is in good quality, because they could lie about it. They'll be like, they just won't show that there's a chip corner, or they won't show that there's a tear, and then they'll just send it to you and they'll be like, okay. Because some people are like that. So when buying stuff on eBay, that is definitely something that you need to look out for. Also, if you're interested, then buying Japanese volumes. Some people do that. I know some people online who do that. I have actually done that myself, and I'm very I'm waiting. I know stuff like Samurai Buy is really good. It's like a proxy buy website. They buy the stuff for you and then they ship it to you. So it is way cheaper than a company importing it, which is brilliant. And another website, I can't remember what it's called, but I'm going to try and get the link down below. That is really good for Japanese volumes. Even Amazon, if you go onto the URL on Amazon and you take out UK or I don't know what else or whatever it is and put jp.jp, so amazon.jp, which is the Japanese version of Amazon, then you can like shop around on the Japanese version of Amazon and buy Japanese things. So if you're interested in Japanese volumes, there are 2 websites that I know of, 3 websites actually, to buy Japanese volumes. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. I'd like that, you know. Go follow me on Twitter. I like to talk to people on Twitter. Let me know what's in your collection. I'm doing a collection video actually soon. This is kind of like a lead up to it. So stay tuned for the collection video. If you're new here, then I don't know, check it out. See what's going on. See you in the next one, guys.